Hi guys, and welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Peachy and this channel is all about my Sylvanian families collection. For today's video I've got another Japanese exclusive building to show you, and it's this one here, which on the listing was called the Stylish Cake Shop in the Forest. And this was released around about 2006, 2007 I think, but again the information for this online is a little bit difficult to find. So unlike the country florist shop and also the photo studio, this one has been on my wish list for actually a relatively short period of time. And I think that's purely because I didn't know it existed until very recently, and when I saw it I absolutely fell in love. I love that it's like 3 different shades of pink, which is my favourite colour. I love the cream, I love the windows and the shape of the building with the angled door and the seating out the front. I love the waitress uniform and the chef uniform. I think they're so cute. I love that you've got the window here where you can see the chef preparing all the cakes. It's just everything I love about Sylvanians. My favourite colours and one of my favourite families as well, these cream cats, all in kind of one package. And when I saw it I was like, oh my gosh, I absolutely have to own that one day, even though I already have the village cake shop, which arguably is quite similar in terms of colour, but it is a different shape, so that's how I've justified it to myself. It's a different shape building, and this one has seating, so it's more like a cafe than a cake shop, and thus arguably they could both exist in my village and have like their own separate unique selling points. So this one actually wasn't too difficult to find, like for a reasonable price and with all the pieces. It is secondhand of course, but most of these sets, most of these Japanese exclusive buildings are quite hard to find new in box. I think they come up very rarely, and when they do they are extremely expensive. So I knew I wouldn't be able to get it new in box, but it's in fairly good condition and it does come with all the pieces, including all the paper pieces, so that was really great. Then I realised that these 2 uniforms are actually a separate set, so then I set about finding those as well, and this is what they look like. So there's one set for the waitress's uniform, and it comes with some accessories as well. Some, I think they're scones or biscuits, and some kind of cream cakes, a couple of coffees, a little cake stand, and then this lovely box of biscuits, which I think is really cute. And it also comes with the waitress uniform as well, with a little headpiece. And this packaging is just so cute. And on the listing this was called the cake shop waitress or the cafe waitress. And it's got these really cute images of all the cakes from the cake shop around it. And then on the side you've got a picture of the cream cat mother wearing the outfit, and she's serving at the cake shop desk. And then on the back there's the 2 of them together, which is so cute. That's the contents of the box. Lots of Japanese. And on this side you've got just a picture of the cat mother wearing the waitress uniform. So that's the waitress set, and then sold separately to that was the chef uniform set, and I really love the accessories this comes with. So you've got a cake tin and then the cakes in different stages. So you've got the cakes when they've just been baked, a couple of different decorations, obviously the cake tin, and then this really cute cookie tray, little stick of butter and 2 bars of chocolate for decorating the cakes. And then obviously the chef uniform with the hat and the trousers and the top. And again it's in the same matching packaging, and the images on this side you've got the cream cat father wearing the uniform. On the back you've got the same image, but then obviously the contents of this box. And then on this side you've got him in the kitchen section of the cake shop preparing these cookies. So these 2 are new in box, and they seem to be a bit easier to find new in box. There was quite a few listings on, I got them from Akari Japan, and there was quite a few listings on there with these brand new in box. So I'm guessing these are a bit more readily available than this perhaps. So if we pop these to one side and then we'll have a look at the main building box. And I love how the packaging is all matching, and I love that it is this soft kind of pastel-y pink, which makes me really happy. It's one of my favourite colours, and I love this kind of lacy scalloping that they've put around the edge. But this is the main image of the main building, and this was also one of the main promo images. And then the feature here is, I don't know what it says in Japanese, but essentially there's this light up cake, and you get these little, I think there's one for happy birthday, one for congratulations, and one for Merry Christmas that you can interchange, a bit like you can with the new village cake shop. And then supposedly you can blow on the candle and it goes out like it would on a birthday cake. I haven't tried that feature on my one, but supposedly it's working. In the listing it said it was working, so I'll have to dig out some batteries and try that probably another day. So this packaging is the same. It's got this kind of vine patterning with the cakes that the cake shop sells. So that's the front of the box. On the top it's the same image again, just condensed down. On this side of the box, these images are the same, but this one is different, and they're obviously celebrating this little periwinkle rabbit's birthday party, which is very sweet, and everyone's turned up with their presents. On the other side of the box you've got all of the contents. Everything the set originally came with I do have, so we'll go through that in a minute, but there is, if you want to pause and take a look, that is everything that comes in the box. And then on the back, lots of very sweet promo images. So this is the kind of front of the shop where there's the cake counter where the waitress is serving all the cakes, and then in the back of the shop there's a kind of kitchen area, and here the chef is preparing all the cakes and decorating them. It's a bit cheeky that they put these images on the box. I'm presuming somewhere in the Japanese it says these sets are sold separately, but obviously I couldn't read that, so that was something I found out later. And it shows you on this map of the building where each section is. So you kind of come in the door, there's a reception area, cake shop and some other stock here, and then there's the kitchen area, and out the front there is this seating area. Here's a picture of the seating area where you get this table and chairs included, and you can watch the chef through the window preparing all the cakes. And then this is the same image from the side of the box showing this party cake. I don't think there's anything, no, there's nothing on the bottom of the box, and we already looked at the top. So that's the box, and then I was really excited about this, but I don't know whether that's a bit geeky or not, but I got very excited to see that it came with all the paper leaflets as well. So this is just a little kind of promo leaflet, and this is actually a big version of the leaflet that comes in the box. So you get this little paper leaflet that's Sylvanian sized, and this is like a human sized version of it, which I thought was really cute, so you could read it yourself. It just tells you what kind of cakes are on their menu, how you can celebrate your birthday with them, and then there's also this little recipe on the back which looks like it's a proper recipe to make these little, they almost look like cheesecakey desserts. So I thought that was very cute. But then it also came with the storybook, and this I'm probably going to run through Google Translate at some point because it looks very cute. But obviously I can't read it right now, but there are a couple of very cute images in here. So obviously there's a birthday party being celebrated there, and also another very cute drawn image of another birthday party being celebrated there. So it was nice to have that with it, and then there's a nice pencil drawn image here on the back of the cake shop building, which I think is very nice. Then I also have this leaflet advertising the Grimpa Park, Sylvanian amusement park in Japan near Mount Fuji. There's a lovely promo image of that there, and it's also got the Nonohana, I think that's their name, the Nonohana exclusive rabbits here. And there's all those lovely flowers. And then here it shows the Sylvanian kitchen restaurant, wedding chapel, and also I think that's a shop building, but it's the shaped like the photo studio, so that's really cute. And then there's obviously some character greetings. And on the back, I think it's telling you about the shop and some of the exclusive products that they have. So this is obviously the Nonohana rabbits. And there's an exclusive starter cottage as well. And there's a bakery that has Sylvanian themed breads. There's also, looks like there was a Sylvanian kitchen restaurant, which is just like the one that you could buy. And then, yeah, so that's an advertisement for Grimpa Park, which I thought was sweet. And then finally, and possibly the most exciting thing, is I've never gotten one of these before, but this is a like the little catalogues, like the small catalogues, but a Japanese version. So this looks like it is from 2006, and it's got the families that were available at that time. It's also got some furniture sets down the bottom here, and I think a lot of this we did get in the UK, but obviously that top row there, so that's the cake shop and the chef and waitress sets, we didn't get in the UK, but we did get these sets at the bottom, except I don't think we got this one. I'm not sure what that one is. It looks like maybe a sweet wagon. I don't think we got that particular one, but I know we got this toy wagon, and we also got this burger wagon. Some figures there, and also these little shops at the top. So we didn't get any of these in the forms they're shown here, but we did get this one in the UK as the Sainsbury's little shop. So it looks like they just took this and rebranded it to Sainsbury's and released it in the UK. And then there's a little pizza delivery bike and Pete Petite the postman. And then on the back there's lots more furniture. So outside furniture, and I think most of this we got worldwide. Some furniture sets. I love this little shoe cupboard, and also the umbrella and slipper stand here. Those are very cute. Some baby stuff, bedroom stuff, kind of washing and household kind of stuff. More bedroom bits, kitchen and dining. And then these are the like at-home sets over here. But there's to come with these the milk rabbits or the periwinkle rabbits. And then there's also, I feel like this was called Primrose Hill, Primrose Nursery, Primrose Hill or something like that, and the baby windmill, the baby nursery party set, the choo-choo train, and then some more rooms for the windmill and carry cases, and also houses here. So yeah, I just thought that was really interesting because I've not seen a Japanese one of these leaflets before, so it was nice to see, to have that included, because I haven't got that with any of my previous Japanese purchases, so that was quite exciting. So then if we move on to have a look at the building itself, so here's the building shell without any of the furniture in. This railing is actually fixed, so you can see it's got this really interesting shape where it's kind of got this diagonal door, and then it's got this little kind of deck area for seating in the front. The door opens this way to give a bit more space for inside. Mine is a little bit kind of scratched, but I kind of expected that. I knew that it was going to come like that, so that's kind of to be expected with the age of the building. There's this lovely little bit of embellishment on the door, and then the windows also have some embellishment as well, and then you've kind of got wood panelling here. Then if I turn it to the side, you can see it's got this interesting kind of little bit of back wall here with some shelving on. I do like that because it kind of shows you that this would be a wall, and obviously this would be a wall, but it's kind of cut out so you can get your hands in it and kind of play, take photos, etc. But this has got some shelving units on it. And then this space here is where the kind of cake counter will go. So that's your that's the kind of serving area of the shop, and here's the front of the shop where the customers would come in. And then around here is the kind of kitchen and food prep area. So there's some storage under here, a work surface, and then this little oven which opens and closes. It's nice, it's got some nice detailing on it here. And then also, interestingly, and I thought this was a really sweet detail, you can see that the shop area has wooden floors, but then it has a step down, and the kitchen area has tiled floors. So I thought that was a nice attention to detail there, that they've differentiated the two areas by this little step and the different floor types. And then on the other side of the building there's a notice board, and this one has a sticker which is in actually remarkably good condition for the age, and then that's talking about how they can basically make you party cakes to order. So I thought that was a nice touch. So if we bring the building back round to the front, I'll show you the accessories that it comes with. So these will be the accessories that come in the main building set. So you get 2 of these little pink chairs, and they're quite simple. They're quite simple. They've got little knobs on the top and a little bit of detailing here, but other than that they are quite basic, but they sit out the front like this. And then there's also a little table, and again it's got a little bit of embellishment on it, but it's not super elaborate or anything, but it's got a nice little bit of detailing here as well. And that obviously goes out the front, and that then is the kind of cafe seating space, and there's still plenty of room for the door to open and close. Then there's also the little version of that cake shop news leaflet that I showed you. So this is the tiny Sylvanian version, which has the menu on it and then a bit about the birthday parties, recipes and such, and I've just been popping that on the table so that any customers can have a look at that whilst they're ordering. And then if we turn it to the side, we'll set up this bit. So this is the birthday cake that comes with the kind of candle blowing out action. It comes attached to this table, and that's because this table is a battery pack, and it has an on-off switch, and then the batteries obviously go in there. Then it also has this little slot on the cake, and that is for these little cake signs. So yeah, there's one that says happy birthday, there's one that says Merry Christmas, and there's one that says congratulations. So you can change up what occasion you are having on the cake. So I think we'll just go with the generic congratulations for now, and that just pops in on the front there and then sits there on the cake. So this is now a congratulations cake, and then I'm going to pop this in the window. Just going to pop this here. There's kind of a space just here that's perfectly made for it, where there's still room to kind of get to the counter and such. So then you have the cake counter itself, and this is just a clear glass case, and obviously you can see it's got these runners here for a shelf to slot in, and there's also this piece on the top which is where you could put the money down. So I think this is meant to symbolise the kind of trays they have in Japan which you put cash into. So that's the case. Then you can see on the bottom here the case fits over like this, but there's kind of these three little pieces here which are stands for cakes. So I'm going to pop the cakes in first and then put the case down. So you get two of these kind of, they obviously look like doilies, but they're cardboard, so you get two of those. So I was putting one here, and then this lovely berry kind of cheesecake or tart, and pop that one there, and then another one exactly the same. And this is kind of a chocolate cake with lots of kind of shredded chocolate on the top, which looks very yummy. Pop that one there. And then I also have this tray of, I'm not quite sure what this is, but it looks kind of like a sponge cake, maybe fruit cake, either with bits of fruit, maybe raisins in it, or maybe chocolate chips. And that comes, these don't come out, so they're kind of in this container, and I will put that in the middle like that, and then kind of pop the case over that, and then that just slots into the floor like that. And then there's also a shelf which I mentioned, which slots in. I've kind of already set all the cakes up on here because it was fiddly, but there are 6 different types of individual cakes, like cake slices, that is, like individual portions, and you get 2 of each. So I don't know whether I put these right, I was kind of guessing, but there's a roll cake, and when I went to Japan, a roll cake seemed to be like what we would call a Swiss roll cake. Then there's a choco cake, so I kind of picked the one that looked chocolatey, and it's almost like a chocolatey layer cake. Cheesecake. In Japan, cheesecake seems to look like this, so I think that might be cheesecake. This one says rare cheese, so I wasn't really sure, so I kind of just popped this one here. Mont Blanc, I think could be this one. This is where it all gets a little bit fuzzy. And pudding, I'm pretty sure that this must be the pudding because it comes in its own little pot. So yeah, not quite sure that I've got those right. If you think any of these are wrong and know the right way that they should go, please do let me know in the comments, because I've kind of just guessed, apart from I'm pretty sure about these three. This, don't know, but it looks nice, and I like that it's all labelled and you've got like enough room to put each of the cakes in, so I think that's very sweet. And then this shelf slots into this display case, and it is a little bit fiddly, so I'm going to try my best to do it first time. But there's these two kind of little runners, and it just slots in. Oh, there we go, slots in like that. And then you've got it's a little bit hard to show you, maybe I'll show you from the back. You've got this kind of 2-layer display case for all the cakes that have been made in the shop. I've just seen that I've put it in wonky, so I have not in fact done it first time. I've put it in wonky. Probably should have done it this way. To start with, it's easier to see. There we go, that's now in right. And then if I turn it back around, there's this kind of display shelf area at the back, and on there I was going to put these two little canisters of tea, because I figured the waitress would probably be making the tea in the front of the shop. So there's a rose tea container, and there's also an Assam tea container. So they're gold, and then obviously these are stickers. So I was going to pop those up on the shelf, just like that. And then there's also 2 little plates and 2 little forks, which obviously you could use to put on the table outside so that people can have their cake. So I was going to put those up here to store them until somebody comes in. Then you also get two of these little cardboard cake boxes, and these are kind of the same shape container that you get with a lot of the sets, and they are the same as you get with the newer Village Cake Shop, but obviously these are just a different pattern. So I'm going to pop those on the shelf back here so that they're ready to be used if someone wants cakes to take away. You also get this really adorable little box of chocolates, and this is another favourite accessory from this set. It's so cute, and I don't have anything like this in my collection yet in terms of like little accessories. But yeah, it's a teeny box of chocolates, so I'm going to put that on the back shelf as if it's something that you could purchase. And then there's also this little kind of serving tray and tongs, so I think I'm going to put that, I'll pop this round a bit, I'm going to put that on top of the cake display unit so that the waitress can just use the tongs to pop them on there, and then the customers can take them from this little tray. So then if we move round to the kitchen section, it's a little difficult to get the camera into this building because of this additional bit of wall, but I'll try and show you as best I can. So for the kitchen area you get this kind of grill pan, but it doesn't actually fit in the oven, so I'm thinking it must be for another purpose because it doesn't fit into the oven. So maybe it's more for like making decorations on and then leaving them to dry. I notice it is the same mould as the Watermill Bakery piece, so that was interesting. I always find it interesting when you see that they've reused a mould for another set. So I'm going to pop that one possibly underneath here, just out of the way for now. And then you also get kind of a round cake tin and also this little mixing bowl. So I think I'll pop the round one. I might pop these spare bits in the round cake tin. So that's just the spare cake signs, and pop that underneath the shelf, and then have the mixing bowl on the top. And then you get this tiny little hand whisk, which is very cute. Pop that in there. You get an icing bag, which is fairly similar to the one you get in the crepe shop, actually, the Crepe and Waffle House. It's more similar to those than the one that comes in the Village Cake Shop. and also a palette knife for spreading the icing around. So I'll pop that on here as well. So that's everything that comes in the building set itself, and then obviously I've got these two sets to supplement this original building set. So I'm going to open these up now, and I'm going to dress up two of my cream cats in the uniforms, and then we'll have a closer look at these accessories as well. So first things first, can we take a moment to appreciate how utterly adorable these cream cats look in the little chef and waitress uniforms? I just can't, they are so cute. This is exactly what I was hoping for. The chef is particularly adorable with his little hat. These are the Dante wedding cream cat couple. I figured since they're in wedding wear, they're only going to be getting married one day of the year, you would hope. So I thought that this could be their job for the other 364 days of the year when they're not getting married. So I thought they made the perfect candidate to be the owners of this shop. But oh my gosh, they're just so cute. So if we take a look at the waitress set first, since I showed you guys that one first. So the waitress uniform, it's this little light pink checked dress, and then it has this kind of all over apron, and the apron is sewn into the dress. So this is all one piece, and then it also comes with this little headpiece. And interestingly, it is remarkably similar, but not the same, to the dress that the cafe waitress wears. So this is Marion Bright Eyes. Excuse her hat, the elastic's gone a little bit and I need to sew it, but this is Marion Bright Eyes, and she came in a set called the Cafe Waitress set, and I just found it interesting that their uniforms are very similar, not the same but extremely similar. So I'm thinking that this set was probably modelled on this Cafe Waitress set. Some of the accessories are the same, some of them are different, so that was just an interesting little tidbit there. Marion works in the village bakery for me. Just pop her to one side. So yes, that is the Cafe Waitress uniform. And then the accessories that came with this one are, firstly there were some stickers, and I wasn't quite sure what these were for, but then I realised they're to go around these little cream cakes. So you get 4 of these little cream cakes. I'll just show you 2 because they're so tiny, but one looks to be kind of like a strawberry cream and one looks to be kind of chocolatey, and I'm not sure what kind of filling that is, but you get 2 of each of those. So 2 strawberry and 2 chocolate. Then you also get these 2 little coffee cups with coffee in them, or it might be hot chocolate since it's got cream on the top there. Get 2 of those. This little cake stand, which is something that comes in the Cafe Waitress set. And then you get these little, and now I've got them out of the box, I think they're cupcakes. So they've kind of got a cupcake shape to them. So you get 4 that are joined together and they can sit on the cake stand like this. And then you've got 2 separate ones and they can kind of sit on top of the other ones but actually be kind of taken off and played with. So I thought that was a nice detail. So they can kind of go like that on the cake stand. And then you also get this big box, and in it are these biscuits. So this is maybe something you would get someone as a present, and then actually you can remove the biscuits if you want. And this box will also fit the cakes in it, which I thought was really cool. So this box is essentially interchangeable with other things, so you don't just have to have these biscuits in it. But the lid fits on really nicely, and I like that this is a plastic box instead of a cardboard one. I think that just makes it a bit more sturdy for when you're kind of posing it and stuff. But yeah, that's what comes with the Cafe Waitress set. And then if we have a look at the chef set, so here's the little chef's uniform. So it's in 3 pieces. So you've got a pair of trousers, just very normal as you would expect Sylvanian trousers to be. This is all one piece, so you've got the shirt and the apron is all attached, and that's just velcros around the back. And then obviously the hat is a separate piece. This necktie I thought was a separate piece, but it's not. It's stitched into the top, so that's helpful because that makes it easier. I thought I was going to have to fiddle about tying it, but I haven't, so that's good, and that makes it look a bit better, I think, than if you're trying to tie it yourself. And then he's got a little hole in the trousers for his tail, so that's nice, give him room for his tail. I love the brown checkered pattern. I love it especially with the pink checkered pattern. I just think brown and pink look really cute together, with the white as well. So that is the chef uniform. And then the accessories that he comes with are this little cake tin, and then this fits the cake pieces. So it's the perfect shape and size. So you get 2 of these kind of freshly cooked cakes. So they're kind of just the cake themselves. And then you also get 2 they're almost like toppers. So they're decorations that would sit on top of the cakes, and they just sit like that on top of the cakes. And then you also get this, which is possibly my favourite accessory in the set apart from the uniform, this little tray of cookies that he's about to bake. I think these are so cute, and again, I don't have anything like this in my collection already, and I'm a sucker for some of these small accessories, so this is absolutely adorable. You get this stick of butter, which again is another really adorable thing that I don't have already in my collection, so I really like that accessory. And then these 2 little bars of chocolate, and you can see that they're the same colour he's obviously used for decorating on this cake. And then I think I'm right in saying that this box from the Waitress set, you should be able to put one of these cakes in with the topper. Yeah, so this box also fits the cake and the cake topper in perfectly. So it could be that someone's wanting to take away a cake for their special occasion, and that will also fit in this box. So yeah, that box is from the Cafe Waitress set though. I've also just realised that this box, the biscuits in it look like Bourbons and jam creams, and those are the 2 biscuits that are literally in my biscuit barrel at the moment. They're my 2 favourites, so that's very exciting. But yes, that's everything that comes with the chef set. So I think what I'm going to do now is pop these additional accessories into the scene, and then I'm going to set up a couple of customers coming to visit the cafe, and then I'll be back to walk you around it quickly. So I've added in those extra accessories now, and I've also just popped some people into the scene. So if we have a little look, so here at the little seating area outside are the Meadows grandparents, and they've stopped by for a hot chocolate, and I think these are eclairs, so hot chocolate and some eclairs. And I will forever champion the gripping hands because it means that they can hold their tea, and it looks really cute. I'm really sad they don't do the gripping hands anymore because it means they can't hold their teacups. And then through the window you can see the chef is just putting the finishing touches to this cake, and that's probably an order that's been made. Maybe since it's got roses on it, it's maybe for an anniversary or something like that. And he's got his other equipment just over here. And then inside the shop we have the little display at the back, and I've put some extra bits on there, including those tea cakes or scones or cupcakes, whatever they may be, and the boxes down the bottom. And then in the oven, I don't know whether I'm going to be able to show you because it is a bit of an awkward shape. In the oven there is a cake baking, and on the top are some cookies ready to go in. Is helping Mrs. Huckleberry here, and she is picking out some cakes for takeaway. Got 2 eclairs there, and these seem to be super popular, baked fresh every day, and the waitress is just helping her put her selections onto this tray, and then it will go into one of these boxes for her to take away home, and I'm sure her family will be really excited to have those for dessert. You also get a nice view through this window, which I think is really sweet. I think this is a really nice one for taking lots of detailed photos. I really like that shot. And also I love the shot with the window and the kind of patrons that are sitting outside. I think that's a really cute shot as well. So yes, I'm super duper happy to have this building in my collection, and I'm really surprised that I didn't know it existed until a couple of months ago, and now that gets me wondering what other buildings are out there that I had no idea existed and will get added to my wish list. It's amazing to me just how, I guess because the brand has been going for so long, there's just so many sets and buildings and accessories and figures out there that it's very difficult to ever know all of them. So I hope you've enjoyed this video and looking at this cake shop with me. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you again next time. Bye bye for now.